Good morning everybody, it's Lynn. Long time no see. I think the last time I made a video was Easter, just before Easter, and we went away to our caravan and then came home for a few days, and then we went back because our son came and we had a week with him and we did some really nice things together. So what have I been up to? I'll get on to one of the places we actually went when I'm just looking to see whether this camera's recording or not. I think it is, but it's squared it up, it's got all lines going across it anyway. And as normal, I can't remember what number I'm on, so I'll put it in the description below. So yeah, what have I been doing? I did quite a lot of stitching while I was at the caravan. Every day, every morning when I get up, I stitch when I'm at the caravan, and then I stitch later on in the evening. But I've had problems with my eyes since coming home. I've had zigzag, funny shapes in my eyes with zigzags, and lasting about 2 or 3 minutes, and then eventually they went away. So whether that was just from doing too much or stress or wearing the magnifiers, I'm not quite sure, because yeah. But so this week, well, last week I haven't done no cross stitch at all. I have been doing a little bit of sewing. That was Saturday. I did a little bit of sewing on the with the sewing machine, but no actual cross stitch with the magnifiers. I thought I'd give my eyes a rest, and what it is doing is when I've got the magnifiers on my glasses, it's giving me a black eye right in the corner of this eye. So I was wanting to give that a bit of a rest as well. So it all adds up, I think. So temperature stitching, I've not done any. In fact, I've stopped writing it down, temperature stitching. I started stitching Jane Austen Quaker, and I don't know whether I showed you this last time or not, but I started stitching Jane Austen Quaker. Once I started this, I loved it, I couldn't put it down. So I have been stitching that all the time while I was at the caravan. So I'll show you my progress on that, which is quite a lot. I'm nearly down to the bottom where you put the titles of the books in now. I'm sorry, but I don't like the colours they've used for the face. Especially the really light pink. It looks okay on here, but in real life it's a bit too wishy-washy for me. So, and I'm sorry I've not ironed it because I'm still stitching, so don't iron while I'm stitching. And those are my 2 Jane Austen needle minders that I bought to go with it. Now, does anybody know why down this side, can you see these chevrons? They're normally 2 colours, but then all of a sudden you hit this one and it's a different colour, and that is the only one that is that colour. And it's actually on the pattern. When you look at the pattern, it's there. It's that one there. Now, why there's only one that colour, I don't know. Unless it's to balance it up, because it wasn't as many stitches as the others that I'd been stitching, and so whether it's so that it fits the patterning at the bottom, That's the only thing I can think it's for. So there you are, Jane Austen Quaker, and I've been loving stitching that. So that's the only stitching that I've done. Incoming, well, this is my book of days, and as you can see it's quite full, and we're nearly to the end of April now with another 3 days, 4 days including today. And this that I've used here came on a package that I received from a friend for Easter, and that La Adarac, Switzerland, if I've pronounced it correctly, that is that was a chocolate bunny that she sent me, and I thought I'd put that in there. And I think that was the day that I ate I ate it, which was Easter Monday. Yeah, she sent me 2, one for Bill and one for me, and so I put those in there, just a little bit of fun. So the incoming for me has been my threads of the month from Lakeside Needleworks. Now this is my box, and this is just the ones that I've been kitting up from Lakeside for the past 3 months. So I'm going to need quite a few more boxes by the time the 18-month is up, because you get a full set. So they don't all follow under the numbers, they are random, but I have tried to put them in number order as far as I can. But for the next one that comes, I am going to need another box to try and put them back in number order. The fabric of the month from Swan Bay, which is 2 monthly, arrived, was here waiting for me when I came home, and this month it is, let me get this right, fabric of the month for April, and I'm ordering fat quarter in 32 count, and this is what it was. Now this, so it says on here, on the little card that came with it, this is the one that they actually made for the Across the Pond Stitch and Chat, for the bees and birds. There, that's what they came up with for that. So they decided they would do fabric of the month for April in it, and it is medium Sanditon. I think they have a light and a dark, but this is medium Sanditon. It's a lovely colour, and I haven't stitched on the stitch along because I've been doing the Quaker, which I love. I'll probably go back to that when I've finished this one, but I do have this one all kitted up, which is GH 1857. I'm dying to get started on that, so yeah, I'm hoping that my eyes come right. And then on here it does tell you, last time I spoke to you, this was February's fabric of the month, and they wanted us to name it, and on the card they've said February 2026 name reveal, Lime Sky, they've called it, Lime Sky. And the reasoning behind that was, the name is a nod to the beautiful love story of Anne Elliot and Captain Wentworth from Jane Austen's last complete novel, Persuasion. It is a story of forgiveness, loyalty, enduring love and hope. Lime sky is a perfect matching shade to our Wentworth sage, so we just couldn't pass the opportunity to celebrate this beautiful story. And that's the reason behind that one. So yeah, I'm very interested to see what's going to come up. What's that one? It's April, isn't it? It'll be June. The next time we get one will be a June fabric. Yes, so while we were away, we had a trip out to Haworth, to the Brontes, the Bronte parsonage and the museum. It was a lovely day, and it did rain halfway through, but it didn't bother us because we were having some dinner, so we avoided that. But in the parsonage, they were, excuse me, drop that out. What's going on? This is for March to June, and on the front cover it's got the hair bracelet that was in the film, and that is the original one, is that, and that is in the museum for you to see. But this tells you all the different, because they have lectures there, and it tells you what's going on. For instance, we're not in April now. Let's see what's going on in May for you. Well, the 29th of April, Charlotte Bronte and Elizabeth Gaskell, A Friendship. That's going on at 7 p.m. There's a talk on that. 5th of May, 7 p.m, Bronte. Oh, it's a course, a 5-week course. And then 6th of May, I Wish I Were a Girl Again, Our Savage and Hardy and Free, Emily and Anne Bronte online talk. Right, so they're all at 7 p.m. If anybody's interested in going to a lecture, just Google it and you'll see what's coming up at the parsonage. While I was in the shop, we were given a bookmark, which is very nice, and then there's all the information on the back there. That was a postcard I bought of the parsonage. This, where it goes round, you come in through this gate and you walk round, and then you go into the house there, and there is a seat here. Me and Bill had our photograph took at the seat. I bought a card with all the novels on. It's blank to write in, and then they had some big cards. This is Wuthering Heights, and it shows you some of the scenes from Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. And then the other one I got was, they're sliding all over the place, Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Well, they only had the two, I think. And then I did buy this one as well, and this is Front View of Charlotte Bronte's Paisley Dress. I did like that. So if I did do a journal or something on the Bronte sisters, I've got some things to put in it. We did go have a look in the church, and I'm just looking to see whether it's still recording, and it is. Now, when I was in the shop, I did try looking for these and I couldn't see them. It was quite expensive in that shop this time. So I did find these in the church. So once you've been in the parsonage, if you do go in the church, it's lovely. And there was a stall there, and there's people selling things, which last time, 5 years ago when we went, there wasn't there was a stall, but there wasn't anybody in there. So they've got a lot more things that they're selling now related to the Brontes. And last time I went, I could find these in the museum shop, which they didn't have. So this is a little book, and it's just plain pages. It's just plain. And then on the back it tells you a little bit about it, and that is the Black Bull. That's where Bramwell used to frequent most of the time. So, and then that's it, and the view of the street. And then the other one that I got, Bill bought me these, and that is the parsonage and the school. And that's the school that she taught at, and the school she had a reception in when she got married. And yeah, there's a plaque outside as well. Yeah. Can't remember which one it was, and I can't see where it says who it was that who had the reception and who worked there in the school. But I think you can hire that. I think you can hire the place. So Bill bought me those, and they didn't have these in the museum shop, but I got these out of the church, and I like these. This is Charlotte Bronte, tells you all about Charlotte. This is Emily Bronte, and this is Anne. And Anne is the one that was buried in Scarborough. She's the only one that's not at Haworth. And I have been to her grave at the church in Scarborough, St Mary's Church. Yeah, she was ill, and she went to Scarborough to convalesce, and she wasn't there very long before she died. So that was sad. Yeah, so that's just my little bit of an history lesson on the Brontes today. If anybody's interested in the Brontes, I know some people will be. So that's what I've been up to. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to try stitching today or not, or whether I'm going to do some more machine sewing. I've not made my mind up yet. But until next time, happy stitching, and we'll see you later. Bye for now. Bye.